1, 2, 3, 4.
Banjoland, Mike Hedding here, coming to you today with a classic 12-bar blues lesson in the key of E. We're going to work on this song, though, without retuning the banjo. So we're just going to be in standard G tuning, and this is going to be really good practice for us because it's going to force our right and left hand to explore some new things. So our standard Scruggs-style rolls might not work for this lesson, and we're really going to be exploring some new territory with our right and left hand, which is going to be really good practice. So we're just going to do a classic 12-bar blues in the key of E. I've got two solos that we're going to break down. I'll break down them both note for note and then show you a bunch of basic backup I would do for this lesson. And then for the last part of the lesson, we're going to explore how I would go about starting to improvise on this lesson. So I wrote up a solo which I'll break down, but we're also just going to show you what if we pop on the practice track without banjo. How can we play along with that? What are some thoughts and what are some improvisational ideas that we can work on to really develop? Again, blues music is a great way to start improvising if you haven't done that in the past. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeddingMusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's the Banjoland Blues in the key of E. All right, let's start breaking down this Banjoland Blues in the key of E. So this is a classic kind of shuffle 12-bar blues in the key of E. And I've just got my banjo in standard G tuning. So I always like to play in standard G tuning whenever possible, even if I'm playing in a key that doesn't normally work quite as well in the key of G. One, it's going to really open up your mind to some new possibilities. Your normal licks and tricks maybe aren't going to work, so it's going to force you to explore some new territory, which is really good practice. And also just really good practice learning the fretboard as well. So I'm just in standard G tuning, remember, and what I would do is I would put down your E chord. So it's basically your C chord with your first finger moved to the third string first fret, and I would strum that and avoid your fifth string. So I would kind of tune to open G, but then really make sure that chord sounds good, because that's really going to be the chord that we're playing out of. And you might need to tweak your tuners just very slightly to get that to sound good. So that's the chord we're going to be playing out of there, key of E, and again, just standard G tuning. So let me play the intro and then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. Couple times. One more time, real slow. And the other thing I didn't mention with this song too is it kind of has like a shuffle or triplet feel. The eighth notes are very swung. So what I would kind of think of is an underlying, the beat is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not very fast, but then you can kind of, it has a triplet feel. So triplet, 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 triplet. So that's kind of the underlying feel of the song that I'm thinking of. So that's what I would encourage you to think about when you're playing the song. And again, just play along with the practice tracks and try and match the feel of the song. Even if you can't count it or know how to explain it, if you can play it, that's fine as well. So again, that's kind of what I'm thinking of, is it's got a subtle triplet feel to this song. So we're going to start with just our E chord, and I'm just going to pinch strings 3 and 1 at the same time with my thumb and middle. And then I'm going to slide my first finger up to the 4th fret, and I'm going to let my pinky take over. You could keep using your 3rd finger, but for me it's easier to use my pinky. So I'm going to slide up, And I'm going to do a triplet, thumb, middle, thumb. So it's basically just out of this E chord. I'm just using 2 fingers. And then you slide that down 1 fret and do the same thing. And then down 1 more fret, keep that same position. And then back to your E. And then hit your 3rd string again with your thumb. And then 2nd fret on the 3rd string with your thumb. And then 3rd fret. And then you're going to get up into this B. So I got 4 and 4, open 2nd string. So that's a little walk. So we have. I like using my thumb multiple times in a row there. So the intro is really just like a turnaround. It's a very common blues turnaround. So we have. That's going to be the intro to the song. We're going to do that a few times, but that's the intro. And then right here, use this last quarter note on beat 4. And I kind of cut the note off there. And then you're gonna quick flip your hand around, and then this is measure 2. You're going to slide your 3rd finger from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, or 3rd fret, whatever feels more comfortable. So you have. You're going to do a little lick. It's kind of like an E7 position that we're using here. So you're sliding in with your 3rd finger, and then hitting the 3rd fret 2nd string, 1st fret or 1st string 2nd fret, and then back to the 3rd fret. So you have. So that's why you have to flip around quick. And then the second part of that lick up to the 5th fret, 1st string, and then 2nd fret, and then 3rd fret, 4th fret. You kind of walk back down. And since it's a slower song, we're going to be breaking some kind of normal banjo rules. So we're going to use multiple fingers in a row. So again, I'm using my middle finger twice there. So we have. So not too hard there. And then right here, move your 2nd finger to the 3rd string, slide from 3 to 6. We're going to basically go up in this A7 chord up here. So we go from an E to an A. So I slide up, hit my thumb twice, and then 5th fret 2nd string, back to the 6th fret, and then I'm going to pinch strings 3 and 2, so 6 and 8. And then slide my pinky down to 7, and then back to the 5th fret 2nd string, and then 4th fret. So we're going from an E, E7, to an A, back to an E. So I think it's easy to get confused with the positions, but if you think of the underlying chords, beneath them that are supporting them, it makes more sense. Okay, so we're going from an E up to an A. Just a classic kind of almost like guitar style lick. And then measure 5 back to E, so 5th fret 2nd string, 4th fret 3rd string, and then you're going to pinch that walk down backwards. So it's the same walk down we did, except we just didn't do it with triplets. We didn't go. We just did it with pinches. So we have. And then right there would get into measure 6. Okay? So let's do that a few times. So we have. Just practice getting back down to this E chord. So one more time. And again, this song's kind of slow and swingy, so you don't have to be in a hurry on this song. You can kind of really let those ring out. Work on your tone on this song. Really work on pinching. And really work on the feel. I think this song is all about the feel to it. The notes you're playing aren't that hard. Again, it's getting a really good feel and not rushing through it, not slowing down too much, really giving it some attitude. And then right here's measure 6. You're going to pinch strings 2 and 1 at the same time. And then back to the 3rd string, so you pinch and then hit your thumb. And then middle finger. And then pinch, take off your 3rd finger. So we're going from like an E to an E7. And we're just playing a little rhythm. So 1 and 2 and then a little lick on the and of beat 3, hit your 3rd string again, and then pinch again, strings 2 and 1 open. So you have. So we walk down. That's basically setting up the A chord. So that's an A or E7. So we're walking down from like E, regular E, and then going into an E7. Now measure 7, A7, take your 2nd finger and slide from 1 to 2 on the 2nd string. That's a cool lick, kind of a guitar style lick. So you slide from 1 to 2 on the 2nd string, and then basically go into it's like an A bar chord, but I'm just going to use 3 fingers. So you slide up. Don't slide too fast. And then walk down the notes. So. So you come on that at the off beat. So it's 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. So you slide on the and of beat 4. 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. So you basically go down the notes and then back up. Probably the trickiest part is just not rushing through it. And then measure 8, take this position and slide up to 5 and 5. It's like an A7, just two note chord, and you're going to play those 2 notes with your index and middle finger of your right hand. And then roll middle index, and then go back down to 2 and 2. So you have. Let's do that a couple times. So we have. Again, we can break some rules because it's a slower song. So one more time. Let's take it back from measure 6. We have.